Seagull class. Today we're going to be exploring the lowest common multiple. Now, many of you have had these lessons on multiples. You maybe even had a lesson on this in the classroom. I'm going to be showing you with our classroom material, the pegboard, and then I'm going to be showing you how you can do this at home using just graph paper and some colored pencils. So first let me show you how we would do it in class. On some tickets, I have two numbers, 3 and 4. We're going to try and find the common multiples of 3 and common multiples of 4. We're going to try and find the lowest common multiple. I'll move this down closer to the camera so you can see. So for my 4s, I will use some green pegs, and I'll start by putting 4 pegs down underneath that ticket that says 4. 4 is a multiple of 4. Next, our 3 gets a turn, and I'll use blue pegs for 3. That doesn't have to do with the place value because these both are units, but I need to use a different color. So I'll use blue for 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 is a multiple of 3. Now I'm going to use these little paper strips after each time I make a multiple. Now the next turn is whoever has the least amount. So 3 has the least amount. Now it's 3's turn. 1, 2, 3. Now who has the least amount? 4. So it's 4's turn. I'm staying in the same column as I'm making these multiples. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now who has the least amount? Whose turn is it? It's 3. 1, 2, 3. And now who has the least amount? 4. So it's 4's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whose turn is it next? 3. 1. Oops, wrong color. 1, 2, 3. Now look at that. They both have exactly the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 is a multiple of 4. 12 is also a multiple of 3. And 12 is the first multiple that we got to that both 3 and 4 have. So it's the lowest number that is a multiple of 3 and of 4. So that's the way you'll be doing it in class, or that you have been doing it in class. Now let me show you a way that we can do it on paper so that you can practice while you're at home. using colored pencils, we can make those little tickets just like I had. Let's this time look at 3 again. And this time let's look at 5. So last time we looked at 3 and 4, and now we're looking at 3 and 5. Now, each of these squares is going to represent one peg hole. And that will help us keep everything in line and know where we are. So I'll start with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how each peg is in its own square? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can use my pencil as the paper strip. Next, 3 gets a turn. So starting at the same row as the 5. 1, 2, 3. And here's my paper strip. Okay, which one has the least amount? Whose turn is it next? It's 3. 1, 2, 3. Who gets to go next? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here's a paper strip. Next, it's 3's turn. 1, 2, 3. Who has the least amount now? 3. 3 gets another turn. 1, 2, 3. And what about now? Who has the least amount? 5. And remember, we'll keep going until we have an equal amount under both numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who has the least amount? Whose turn is it? It's 3. 1, 2, 3. And will you look at that? Now we have the same amount of pegs under 3 as we do under 5. Why don't we count these multiples? 5, 10, 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So the lowest common multiple for 3 and for 5 is 15. And we can write it like this. Least common multiple, or for short, LCM for 3 and 5 is 15. LCM 3, 5 equals 15. 15 was the number of pegs it took for us to get the same amount of pegs in 3 as we did under 5. It was the first number we came to. We could keep going. Under 5 and under 3, and we would find more common multiples, but 15 was the least common multiple. Okay, I've shown you how to find the least common multiple for 3 and for 4 on our pegboard. Now, you can try and find the least common multiple for other numbers using paper and colored pencil. You could find for 3 and 6, or 4 and 9, or you could even do 9 and 7. You can do all sorts of different combinations with different numbers to find the lowest common multiple.